Jack Black is Minecraft Steve, a 13-year-old beat Tetris, and Xbox is getting toasted. Let's get into the hot news gaming, everybody. I'm your Kyler host, Kyle, and today is January 5th, 2024, Friday. And this is the news without Brett. We finally have an update on the new Silent Hill projects that Konami announced back in 2022. According to a Famitsu article with Silent Hill lead producer Motoi Akamoto, we can expect that the new Silent Hill games will begin releasing sometime this year. While he doesn't give us a quarterly release window, he seems confident that they'll at least have one in 2024. Sony seems to think so too, as Silent Hill 2 is on their list of games scheduled to release this year. This year, more like this fear. Am I right? Cause Silent Hill's scary? Brett, where are you? Bloober Team, who made The Medium, is making the Silent Hill 2 remake, which will release on PC and PS5. Konami is developing the next mainline entry in the franchise with Silent Hill F, and the Higurashi sound novel creator will write it. Konami and Annapurna Interactive are collaborating on the final project to develop Silent Hill Townfall. Well, this is what Brett would say if he was here. I don't know much about Townfall, but Tetris's downfall has finally arrived at the hands of a 13-year-old streamer who goes by Blue Scuddy. Scuddy is the first human to beat the classic version of the game, a feat once thought impossible. Chatui, that's what he said. Beating, quotes, Tetris requires you to get the game to freeze because it can no longer keep track of the information happening on screen. In this case, that freeze came once Scuddy cleared level 157. What's the farthest you've ever gotten in Tetris? Huh, Brett? Well, Kyler, I actually hate old games, so I wouldn't be caught dead playing Tetris. Oh, you're incorrect. Before Scuddy, the only thing capable of this was an AI. The teenager's historic accomplishment happened while competing in the classic Tetris World Championships. Probably the best time for that to happen to you. Scuddy uploaded the entire run to his YouTube channel, where you can see him lock in for over 30 minutes of continuous play before making history. Level 29 was once considered the end of the road for even the most skilled Tetris players. However, that all changed once younger players developed new techniques called rolling and hyper tapping. These strategies allowed a player to make even faster inputs on the NES controller than you usually would holding the gamepad. It's so fast that players can tap the D-pad 10 times per second to pull off unthinkable moves. These moves are exactly how Scuddy beat Tetris. And now we're not sure what this means for World Championships since no one else has ever accomplished this, but there is supposed to be a final level that only occurs when the system can handle going through all 255 levels. But I guess everyone's got more training to do. Oh, what's that? I hear the sounds of deals falling, but no Reese. Is it me? Do I bestow the deals? I guess I do, because I've got some dealing to do. We got some new game deals to help make the backlog bigger. We only have 2 deals today, but the first is for the Epic Game Store. This week, you can pick up Guardians of the Galaxy for free. Guardians of the Galaxy is one of the best Marvel games that aren't Spider-Man, and has received numerous awards, especially for its writing. Epic is still running its holiday sale until January 10th, and it has a developer spotlight on Remedy. You can pick up Control, Alan Wake Remastered, Alan Wake's American Nightmare, and Alan Wake 2, all for the price of a new AAA game. Or you can get the deluxe edition of Alan Wake 2 for $54. We're unsure when this sale ends, so jump on it while you can. And the second deal we got for you today is from Humble Bundle as part of their Humble Choice selection for January. Headlining this month's choice are Marvel's Midnight Suns and Origami 2. But what I'm excited about is the Red Lantern. This indie game puts you in the shoes of a dog musher trying to survive the harsh wilderness of Alaska. It currently sits at a very positive rating of 85% on Steam, and the game specs make it a perfect game for a handheld PC. You'll have all month to get this bundle for $13. But you may not want to wait for this new Microsoft Kitchen appliance, the Xbox Series S toaster. The toaster has all the standard stuff you'd expect from a, toaster, like a timer dial, a crumb tray, and 2 slots to drop bread into. Aside from looking like an Xbox Series S, what sets this toaster apart is the Xbox logos that get burned into your toast while it cooks. This toaster is the second Xbox branded kitchen appliance in recent years, the first being the Xbox Series X refrigerator. If you're willing to give up $40, you can find this online at Walmart, which I will be doing right now. Can everybody stop for a second? Where's my phone? But also, the Steam community gave up on correctly picking winners for the annual Steam Awards, as Starfield has won Most Innovative Gameplay. Right? You know that game. the one with the innovative gameplay. It's a surprising result after months of players complaining about the lack of things to do in Bethesda's latest. Starfield currently sits at a mostly negative score in recent reviews, so it's even stranger seeing that the community voted that Starfield was the most innovative. The award even has Starfield's subreddit confused, but there's a good possibility that this was an elaborate joke. Red Dead Redemption 2 won an equally questionable Labor of Love award when Rockstar has all but given up on new content for that game. Starfield does have some planned gameplay changes set to arrive next month. I just don't see it doing more than the modders already have. But modders may be why The Day Before has any life left in it after this month, as they're trying to take the game offline. Last month saw the historically horrible launch of The Day Before, which resulted in Steam fully refunding players, the developers disappearing, and the game scheduled to go offline on January 22nd. But thanks to modders Lucio and Fscarted, there's a chance that the game has a redemption arc with the implementation of an offline mod. The modders weren't promising anything before servers shut down, but the duo has already begun setting the groundwork for the offline mod. They've already extracted all the game's assets and successfully got the game to use local servers. They are now in the early stages of developing a mod kit in Unreal Engine. With the hard part nearing completion, the modders welcome others to help once the offline mod is established. The goal is to give the community the mod to develop new content and features that could transform the game. And since the game was already bare bones, you can imagine what mods people could cook up with what's essentially a blank canvas. The modders have an official Discord for the Day Before 2.0 project, and we'll watch for any substantial updates. But guys, this is not a drill. We have a follow-up on the Steamboat Willie horror game we discussed last episode. As the game's original name has been the subject of controversy, Infestation Origin's original name was Infestation 88. Because the numbers at the end, people have begun accusing developer Nightmare Forge Games of having neo-Nazi ties. 88 is a commonly used code among neo-Nazis that as it refers to the Nazi salute due to the 8th letter of the alphabet being H. And while I'm sure you can understand what that means, the developers apparently didn't. The devs, who are remaining anonymous for privacy reasons, said that the 88 in the title only refers to the year the game is set in, 1988. They have denied any affiliation with Nazism and have also apologized for the transphobic and hateful posts that appeared on their Discord. But the controversy doesn't end there, as the trailer for the game reportedly uses 11 Labs AI voiceover and store assets from Unity. The developers didn't deny these reports and said this was all preliminary until they could hire artists for voice work and new assets. People are understandably skeptical about this new project because of the Day Before fiasco, but the devs claim that they will remain transparent throughout the development process. I expect we won't hear much from the studio until the hype starts dying down a little. But Capcom is trying to get people hyped up for the long-awaited Dragon's Dogma sequel this year. A new gameplay trailer for Dragon's Dogma 2 dropped as part of IGN's month-long First program. The new 18-minute video shows off the 4 primary vocations you can choose in the game as they take down various foes. But there is one part of the video that has everyone talking. All right, I see Big Werewolf. He running. Oh! The drop kick? Is that what I'm supposed to see? Why he do it like that?
I don't know, but he's a menace with it.
But what also has people talking are reports that Jack Black will become Minecraft Steve in the Minecraft movie currently in the works. Deadline reports that Black is expected to join the cast of the video game adaptation as Steve, which he may have confirmed in a post on Instagram. Black would join Jason Momoa, who reportedly is cast in an unknown role. There's a good chance Momoa could be the villain after his work in the latest Fast and Furious film. However, I'm unsure what that would be, since reports say the movie's plot will follow a young girl and her friends trying to take down the Ender Dragon. It's also supposed to be live action, so I don't know. This casting marks the 3rd major video game adaptation Black will be a part of. The School of Rockstar received unanimous praise for his portrayal of Bowser in the Super Mario Bros. Movie and will voice everyone's favorite annoying robot, Claptrap, in the upcoming Borderlands movie. With Jack Black becoming a hot commodity in game adaptations, it wouldn't be surprising if Double Fine announced a Brutal Legend project soon. Comment response! I also remembered to do that! Hey, here I go, commenting again. Benmore2684 says, I'm happy to have the gaming news channel in addition to the regular channel. The amount of organic growth without prompting it is pretty impressive. Thanks for putting in all the time, guys. Thank Desmond, our script writer, who has been contributing everything for these, and awesome. Very fun. Thank you, Des. And Baloney Justice Cheese Dog says, wow, a double dose of Brett and Kyler. Well, lock me in a prison and let Steamboat Willie spin me round and round like a record baby. Also, I finally get it after 3 days that broke up gaming and tech into 2 segments. I was so confused to why I was getting more episodes of Hot News in my feed. Well, get ready to get even more confused because in a couple weeks we're gonna end up having to take a week off for reasons. So happy to be here to confuse you. Love you, Baloney. John Williams GY5YC says, Capcom, the Wicked Willie is already trademarked. Des, do you know anything about that? All right, according to my source over here, Wicked Willie is a British cartoon that was trademarked in the 1950s, 60s, mid-1900s. I don't know, man.
I said 84. Where'd you get that from?
84, 1984.
Yeah.
I don't know where I got 1950s, so it'll already be trademarked. It'll be trademarked for a while. Wow, that was a good response. I'm so good at this without Brett. And of course, the amazing Moose Man says, crazy. Yeah. You know what else is crazy?